When it comes to launching electric cars, some manufacturers make a brand new name and model to really announce themselves on the scene. Think the VW ID brand, for example. However, some car makers, they do things a bit differently. They take one of their existing names and models that's been around for years, and then they give it an electric powertrain and keep everything else the same, apart from adding an E or an electric nameplate on the end. And that's the case with this. It's the Vauxhall Astra Electric.
As you can probably guess from the name, it is indeed an all-electric version of the hugely popular family hatchback. With its introduction, all but one of Vauxhall's range is now available with an all-electric powertrain as the British manufacturer heads to a full EV lineup by 2028. Available to order as an estate and hatchback from late spring, with delivery starting in the summer, the GS version of the Astra Electric will cost £40,000, while the Ultimate will come in at around £43,000.
Now, if you're like me and you take pride in your ability to tell the difference between an Astra Electric and an Astra petrol model, then it's bad news, because the differences between the two cars are tiny. There's a slightly different alloy wheel design, which you might spot, but what you probably, or in fact definitely won't spot, is the very, very small E badge at the back of the car. And apart from that, they're the same. I mean, exactly the same. You will not be able to tell the difference. So this is definitely going to go under the radar as an electric car.
The Astra Electric uses the Stellantis Group's EMP2 platform, which it will share with the Peugeot E308 when it arrives later in 2023. That means there's a 54 kilowatt-hour battery with a WLTP range of 258 miles. Total output is 156 horsepower and 270 newton meters of torque, meaning 0 to 62 miles an hour in 9.2 seconds. Users will be able to replenish the battery from empty to full in 8 hours using a 7 kilowatt charger, while a 20 to 80% charge can be done in 26 minutes with a 100 kilowatt rapid charger.
Climb behind the wheel of the Astra Electric, and the changes in here are about as numerous as the changes on the outside, which is to say that there's really not very many at all. This is pretty much the same as a petrol Vauxhall Astra. But that's no bad thing, because it is a nice cabin. You've got straight in front of you the pure panel display. So there's the central infotainment screen, which is 10 inches across, and you've also got the 10-inch digital dashboard display for the driver. You've got nice graphics on there, it's very clear, and the system is also very responsive too. There's these very nice AGR seats, which are super comfortable, and they are made with the blessing of Germany's campaign for healthier backs, which you can't complain about. It definitely feels like it's working. The infotainment system, there's no climate buttons inbuilt into it. There's actual physical buttons, which is fantastic. We really like that. So you don't have to stab away at the infotainment screen when you're trying to drive. And on ultimate spec versions, you get a couple of semi-autonomous driving features, such as a semi-autonomous lane changing assist, which is handy, and also an advanced adaptive speed limit recognition. There's also a couple of other features that you get as standard with the ultimate spec version. So there's the wireless phone charging, there's an air monitoring, which keeps the air inside the car nice and clean. There's a panoramic sunroof, which is included too, and there's a head-up display, which should keep your eyes on the road rather than looking down at the dashboard.
Once the rival of the Ford Focus and VW Golf, the electric version of the Astra will now be up against the likes of the Megane E-Tech and MG4 in the all-electric family hatchback market. And if it's anywhere near as successful as the petrol and diesel versions have been for the last 40 years, then Vauxhall is surely onto a winner. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe to the Parker's Cars channel and turn your notifications on so you never miss another video.